My sister FaceTimed me. Hey, my bad about that. My sister just blew me up on FaceTime. My sister, my dad. And open ours when you get a FaceTime, it takes the weather thing right off. So you guys let us know if the audio is okay, and we're going to get this party started again.
Who start the sign language? What's the sign language?
I don't know. How you like this beer?
Yeah, Aguila, traditional Colombian beer.
Good.
Cheers, brother. Salud.
My man. We people. All right. They hear us.
All right.
Hey, Kumar.
Shit.
Man, that's my namesake right there. Kumar Desai.
Kumar Desai, like that. He's trying to replicate you.
Yeah. All right, cool. Yeah, this is our place. It's like an outside house, so the Wi-Fi is going to be what it's going to be. We do the best we can. Aguilas.
Yeah.
This is a local. It's pretty good.
It's not bad.
Pretty good. Don't have any Pilsens here. So, well, let's get started, man. We got a lot of stuff to do tonight, and we ourselves have a time plan. We're on the road. So, I guess first things first. How do you like Colombia? What's going on?
I mean, so far it's one of the best countries I've ever visited. We just were in Tamarindo, Costa Rica, and that was amazing. I passed there, but Cartagena might be top a little bit. The women here are unbelievably beautiful, so a lot of them. But, it's been a great visit so far. Got a lot of fun, trading good. It's been great. I like it.
I like it too. It's totally different than Costa Rica. Costa Rica is really rustic, and it's one of those. It's one place where you kind of go to hang out. Cartagena is a town for men to get wild. Men get wild and make really oddball decisions.
Yeah, we were out late. It got weird. We still went up on time. It's East Coast time out here. In the West Coast, having to get up at 6 in the week. There's no possible way I can do anything during the week. Here, I got to wake up at 9 o'clock. We were late last night, had some drinks, and had a blast. So it's nice being over here on East Coast time to get a little better opportunity to go out during the week and have fun, rather than just sitting at home all day.
Trading blows. You can never have any fun on the West Coast because you'll be just totally.
The only other side is in the summer when it's nice that I'll be able to get my butt out during the week because I get out at 1. At night, can't go out.
I'll never live in the West Coast. So Colombia is awesome. The people are amazing. They're beautiful people. They're super nice, and they are really inviting and take you out. But we have to work. So the stock market has changed a little bit in terms of 2015. So we want to talk about how the market has changed, and the paradigm of the market and the structure of the market changed a little bit, because what you guys have seen is in 2014, we had like a really low volatility type of market where you were just grinding higher and higher forever. And 2015, we got volatility, and it's been a little bit crazy. How do you handle this type of increased volatility? Because I noticed even with our hedge fund and stuff like that, the accounts go crazy when the volatility increases.
Really, the only thing you do, the best thing as always, those prime opportunities, don't be trading on half-ass plays just because there's opportunities that there's movement. Wait for a good setup that you actually need to see that you're with and you're comfortable trading, in addition to also keeping your stop size and your positions a little smaller. Because if you get that, that position and you try to go big on something that's extremely volatile and you don't take that top lot, you're going to lose it very quickly. So I've actually, December was pretty slow for me. January, I made $10,000 a I just made $5,500 today. So it's been good. Been a lot of food support patterns. It's been great. Yeah. So far, 2015 has been pretty great for me with day trade enhancement trades. For example, FXEM, which we both ripped today, which was a huge play for both of us.
So guys, what happens is, we have been used to a market looking a certain way for a long time. And that is a slow volatility Federal Reserve quantity type of grind, like the 4 points a day. Now, the market has come back in a very volatile way because there's political news out, the quantitative easing has almost finished, and so you're starting to see wild swings. And that really matters because traders were used to going in really big and kind of their positions grind. And now you're seeing this huge volatility where you get like dollar moves in stocks like within minutes. And they'll have like $3 candles sometimes.
Yeah, I bought it and within 2 seconds it dropped $1.
You get really smoked out. So, some of the things that like I've been working on to change my tactics is, making the position sizes a little bit longer and keep stops, then you're going for percentage gain. So what you got to do is say, if I'm in, say, 1,000 shares on average of position, and the volatility market has increased 3 times, you have to cut your position size by 3. So instead of trading 1,000 shares, you do 300 shares, and then you do a little bit of a looser stop loss, but then you make going for a bigger percentage gain. So like for me, like my average gain was 2% or 3%. What you would be doing is you would be going for a bigger percentage, smaller. What's going on, John Smith?
That's why I'm doing that.
I got you. Let's see which one. Dun, 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 dun. Boy, John Smith is for real. He don't fuck around. John Smith is, he wants a little no. Hey guys, we're in the middle of fucking Colombia. What the fuck are gonna hate? I think maybe that's a Banning Smith. John Smith's taking up all our bandwidth.
Too much lagging. Do a radio show. Yeah. Forward.
Well, there's only so much we can really do. Bum, 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 bum. Regardless, you know what? We'll keep going, and if you guys here, then you have to leave and listen to the recording. We're recording, so it's okay. You know me forever. You know that I'll talk slow, and I'm never not gonna move. Hey, Omar, I'm a face guy. I'm always going to be showing my face.
The moneymaker.
Hey, Camilo, relax. They're listening to a radio show. This is the webinar because I'm in the middle of Colombia. I do webinars everywhere I go, Brian. Hey, Omar. No, man, you guys are hostile today.
They get pissed if they don't.
They're hostile. Yes, we are just men trying to, do some things here, and
help you guys out.
And we got Omar and John Smith and everybody else just on the straight up on the attack. Yeah, just a young man trying to
have fun to help you guys feel a little something about living the lifestyle. Hey, come on, man.
It'll be all recorded. So get back to it because it's going to be recorded anyways. You guys will be able to watch it on YouTube. So 2050, the volatility has been crazy. So you cut down your position size. Thank you, Mark. Don't be retarded. Nobody cares about your grammar.
This is a good webinar.
It really is, man. Who's this Jake Smith? It really is. Ezekiel. Who cares?
It's very cool, guys.
All right.
Yes. It's early.
Oh, shit. So what's up, man? Like, what happened?
Just bullshit, man. I know. I'm just stoked to be here.
It's pretty nice.
We're only supposed to be here for 2 weeks.
We're going to stay for a while.
What do you think? You think you're going to want to stay?
I stay for a little bit of time.
I'm just staying 2 weeks.
Getting webinars working, so we'll know. We won't know how. We won't know what to do.
As long as trading's and we're making money, I think we should stay as long as the market's good. We're rolling.
So give me an idea. So like travel, what do you have to bring with you to trade?
Basically, well, this time I brought I had my massive 27-inch 4K monitor. That was nice, but I don't necessarily need that now. I have AC, which is also a 1080p monitor, and much easier around. I've actually brought both. I haven't even brought out the 4K monitor yet.
It's a monster.
It's a beast. So that's if I have to bring a separate suitcase just to put that thing in. So something you can bring, and it's definitely nice, especially when I'm used to having 6 huge monitors that I trade with.
Yeah.
So when I go from having that at home to doing just to 2 little monitors, there's definitely a handicap there for me because I'm so used to having all these screens and stuff. Because I'm very huge at news charts. I got charts all over the place.
The charts.
Yeah, I'm very visual when I trade. So, you know, I'm getting more used to smaller screens and stuff. So I just basically have my MSI laptop, just a 3K resolution that you can't even read because it's so small.
I'm blind.
And then my AC portable monitor. So I just use that. And then even this is the first time I've ever heard a mobile Wi-Fi hotspot. At our last place, they didn't even have Wi-Fi for us. Wi-Fi is fixing it, so it shows up with these 2 little 4G, 3G Wi-Fi megabyte speed download, and we're sitting there trading. It works. I mean,
It's not.
we work. You know, I had a great day today. You killed today and made money today as well, both on Hedge.
It's my money maker.
Yeah, it was a great day. And I don't even really consider trading. And you started to invest. I was like, maybe I'll get in on this. And I bought it and actually sold it for a loss very quickly after that. And I got back in 10,000 shares, 6, in the 240s. Most part, I was like, dude, I think this is the one. It's going to hold a while. Profits, I started taking profits, and then I kept about 500 shares.
How much you sold?
See, when I'm trading with you, I get influence on different decisions because I see what you're
I'm an
doing.
overtrader.
And then I see, if I wasn't around you, all day long.
You're an under trader, and I'm an overtrader.
I should probably more. You should probably trade less. We need to find
There's a happy
medium.
There's
To make it happen.
There's a happy balance there. So, my setup when I'm actually trading is pretty similar to what I have at home. I'm a big believer in keeping a really simple trading system. So, even at home, I'm always on 2 monitors. And so when I'm traveling, I just have a regular laptop, like the laptop I'm doing for. And then I use an AOC USB monitor. You get them for like $85 on Amazon. So it's not anything too crazy, like a huge fancy rig when you're traveling. Simplicity. And so I got the 2 laptops. What I like to do is I keep our trading platform, which is AppTrade, on one of the montages. And I'll keep 3 montages up. And then under it, I keep like our chat room and Gmail and stuff like that. my laptop, I'll have my charting software, which is 2000 with my watch list, and I'll be filtering through there and then using the second monitor execute the trades. And I'm actually pretty similar to that when I'm actually at home. You don't need too much stuff. It depends on the person, though. Like Cameron saying, he's an under trader because I'm an over trader. The less monitors, the less things that I'm watching, the better. So I look like if you look at my last probably the 50 biggest trading days I had, the common theme in all of them was that I was really watching like 3 or 4 stocks, and I just kept playing them like over and over and over and over. And if you look at my 50 biggest losses in trading, they all, if you look at the sheet, I'll be like, I trade 12 stocks, 13 stocks.
I get a variety of mix going.
Like I'm just throwing shit at the hope and sticks, and that never works. And so those are always the biggest loss days. So I think just a few stocks is like, I mean, that's the best thing because in any day, I mean, there's only a handful of amazing opportunities that give you a really good reward to risk. So, like, you don't need to trade like 12 stocks. I mean, you get it sometimes.
Yeah, I mean, if the setups are there, then you give it a shot because you see the setup. You're like, oh, that's kind of a thing with trading. A lot of times, people are stock don't really understand like they're looking at or why they're trading. When I see a stock, it's not should I buy it. A lot of times, because I rules a little bit and I'll go into a trade that I'm like, maybe this is a good idea. But most times, I see it and it's instantly. There's the setup. That's what I'm looking for, and I'm ready to. I know that pattern. I know how to trade and cook that. That's really, when you are trading at your best is when you're trading those patterns that you are familiar with, when you're comfortable with trading, rather than the half-ass setup. And that's when you kind of get yourself control. Especially if you're at a loss on a day and you're trying to make money back, throwing money at stocks that you're like, it's empty. Sometimes you get lucky, but it's hard to weigh the setups that you're seeing familiar with comfortable trading patterns.
Correct. So this is a brand new year, folks. It's 2015. Every year in 2014, at the end of every year, trading year, I write down a summary, like a one-page summary of what happened in 2014 in terms of my trading. The market doesn't matter. Like, market could be up 100%, down 30%. My results are always going to be the same. And so I make a summary of what happened to me in 2014, what I did good, what I did bad, where I improve on, like where my strengths and weaknesses are, and then game plan like my goals for what I need to do 2015. So like 3 or 4 very action-specific goals in terms of small things that I want to work on, and then of course a bigger goal, which is like my end goal. And so, like, what are your goals? Like, what are you trying to do for 2015?
I think 2015, my main goal would probably be get better at shorting. As most people know, if they know my strategy, the strategy is 100% long. So I hardly ever short. When I talk about my trading duties, I don't talk about shorting. I don't do it, but I'm still able to make a series every year by just only trading patterns. The market's down. Sometimes there are always patterns that are based off my system every day to make money on. But there's also a lot of short opportunities as well. And with that said, like Speaker, I call that a couple of shorts to you that I was like, check out this short. I think I'm going to go.
He couldn't get him, so I
couldn't get him. So Kunal, with AppTrader and the hedge fund, you were able to bank on this. I'm still trading a speed trader, and I'm getting in those. I understand short patterns. I just don't do it that often, and a lot of times people don't even know. So
getting better at shorting
is to start making more money shorting.
How so you want to be better at short? What would you personally do? Doing this a decade.
Yeah,
a decade. You're 30 years old. You've been doing this since you were a teenager. So this stage in the game, I mean, with all your experience, you're trying to learn a new trick. It's short. So what would be the process? Like, how would you go out and get better at it? Like, what are you going to do to, start making some cash shorts and start changing ratios around?
I think the thing why I've been not that short because I aggressively, just like I do when I go along with a strategy that I'm comfortable with, trade the same size, and that way you can easily stop out of that. And in addition, with a food strategy, you're trading breakouts, so there's kind of clear breakout zones that happen that you can easily spot off of a system that I can actually follow. When it comes to shorting, and a lot of the stocks that I try shorting, I try to pick tops, shorts that are over bottom, try to catch the top. And at that point, you don't know the top's going. No real clear pattern there. It's for me, I try to look for stocks that are very oversold, have risen lately to about a full number somewhere, and a whole number coming back down, feeling to break over, some kind of new high or something. But at that point, you really don't have a clear pattern there to trade off. Easily squeeze you and short out of that. And if you're very careful, you can lose a lot of money. Me and Kunal, this was maybe like 3 or 4 years ago. I was either Heat, I can't remember.
It was Heat or CLNT.
It was one of them short, and I went big short, and it just kept going up, and I would add to my position short, and I lost like $4,000. I just like, fuck this shit. I'm not shorting. I make money. There's no reason. It's not broke, don't fix. So I was just like, screw it. I'm sticking to my food sports. That's how I make money. So I didn't stop for that after that. That's like stupid. I hate shorting. It stopped. And but to get better at it is just to. And I have been doing this a lot lately. Short that are available trade for me, but going a lot smaller. So I'm more comfortable with that position rather than getting stopped out very quickly. Or losing a lot if I get that stock correctly, because I go in with the same aggressive that I do with long strategies. So, as with any strategy, especially if you're beginning trying out Kunal's program, my program, it's very important that you start out not going in aggressively. I know you guys might see pictures of me posting profits or Kunal talking about a profit he made like that today. That's not the go at it. You definitely want to take this slow, ease into it, get comfortable with the patterns before you really get aggressive. You might get lucky in the beginning and make some money, but you also might be very unlucky to go aggressive and lose your account or your entire account because you're making stupid decisions. Diversifying, cutting your losses when you need to. And it's just very important to ease your way into trading. It's like I've been doing this for 10 years.
It's so fun, though.
Yeah,
it's so fun. I had a goal in 2010 to get better at shorting, and so if you want to learn a new trick, and like a trading type of thing. What I did, like if I want to better at it, I look around and I find the people that are the best at that particular thing. So, like, when I want to get better at shorting, I used to bug Nate. He's a good friend of mine. He owns a website called Investors Love. I used to bug him all the time on G-Chat. Yo, can I short this? He'd be like, no, like you can't short that. Or hey, what about this? And so, like him and there's another gentleman, John Welch. He's a dear friend of mine. All these guys were amazing shorts. I'd hit them up like nonstop, and I'd ask them questions on how to get shorting. I've been doing this already for over a decade, and like I just talked to them like I was brand new, and say, hey, like what about this, about that? I think that's really an underrated way of learning. Is like find somebody that's really good at something and try to figure out what they're doing. And they'll give you some tricks, which is, obviously what we do with our classes and stuff like that. People want up and we teach them what we know. And the same thing happens like when we want to learn stuff, we go and talk to people that actually know that type of stuff, and that's how you really can get better, because that cuts out a lot of like the bullshit of like trying to read a book. Like, you never learn anything from a book.
You never learn anything valuable. I mean, you learn some stuff, like how it works, but you don't learn strategy how to make money to sell your marketing. It's probably not an actionable way to. I've worked on the stock market in probably 8 years since I first started trading. There's nothing we can make millions out, but as far as I know, there's probably worse way to go about being an actionable trader in today's market.
So I read probably 200 trading books, and not a single thing that I've learned in any of those trading books I use.
Yeah.
Because there's like nothing in any of those books that are like, hey, if you see this, do this. It's like, give you like these really abstract, conceptual concepts, like none of it's actionable.
Yeah.
So if it's actionable, like, well, if you don't know what, then what do you do?
Yeah.
Like you're just like, eh.
On analysis, get the basics of technical analysis. I think that's good for you, just to understand constant support and resistance, that stuff. That's decent for you. You got basic concepts, but as far as
still much easier, just a video of. Yeah. How long is it DVD? 10 hours.
The full training course is almost 15 hours. 15 hours a week, teaching you A to Z, everything I've learned in the last 10 years. Teaching you exactly, how I made all my money on all my trades. So there's a concept of what my theories are on the market, plus hours upon hours of real
it takes 40 hours, 100-page book.
Yeah.
So it's like at that point, whatever. So for me, 2015, like how I'm trying to get through them. Number one is the number of trades I take. I take a lot of trades. So I think I made like well over 10,000 trades in 2014. Well over. So it's a lot. I mean, I talk about a lot of trades. My personal belief is it's not over trading if you're awesome. And I'm awesome. So I never considered like what I did too much, because if you're winning, right? If you're winning,
you're making money. I mean,
but looking through my trades, so like part of my year-end review is like trying to figure out where can I where can I be more efficient with my time, with my money, with my mental capacity in terms of, my emotional and psychological capital. Emotional psychological capital is more important than trading capital. And I think part of it is that, there's a certain portion of my trades, like 20%, that are just like, they're garbage.
I think you need is going to be good for you and everybody is at some statistical time frame, looking at what time frame that you're actually making trades. When you're making money, focus your hours on those time frame actually making money.
And my change in 2014.
Yeah.
I was always a morning trader, and then I lost money the rest of the day.
Yeah.
Then during certain time, I'm so excited because I know like I'm gonna make money.
Yeah.
Blow all my money in the morning and then make the cut the rest of the day.
Yeah.
And so my spirit flipped. So I have 25% of my trades that I look through. Just they're trades like setups that I can take, but maybe I don't need to take them. The reward, the risk, and the time of day are just not there. So like a few things I wrote down that I want to do is like, number one, like never ever buy high of day or short low of day. I don't know if you ever noticed, like in classic trading and technical analysis, the buying the high of the day is constitutes as a breakout per se. But what we found out is that real breakout is never draw the squiggly line or the trend line. The real breakout is much before a trend line or any breakout. Anticipating the breakout. If you buy high of day, you're the sucker. You're the last one to the party. There are really, really smart people that are selling shit to you. And I think that's really, really important. Same thing with shorting low day. I short low day so many times in my career, and it doesn't work.
A great concept. For 2006, 2007, until after breakout happens, a triangle breakout. This be up 10% from the breakout, and that's when I would find the stop. Like, oh, perfect breakout, buy into this after it's already way above that. In this market, there's never even find above a breakout point. I try to spot those patterns before those things happen and catch that 10% move and lock in when that happens, rather than buying in once you do it. Like we were talking about in a previous webinar about using volume scanners and breakouts. That's when that's already I did before that volume occurs. Anticipate that volume or part of it is happening. I'll be looking at stocks that I'll put on my watch list, and they'll be there because they are setting for the food score pattern next breakout the pattern, and I'll be sitting there watching. If I see this moving into that breakout before it occurs, try to find and be part of that breakout. Then wait until after all the volumes come in. Then that's the volume scanners that people pay for, and then they're late to the game while I'm already in and more money potentially selling to new people that are coming in.
Like a lot of you guys probably have terrible habits. I talk to students all the time that have really, really bad habits. You do this, and they say, I know that, but how do I do it? Like, how do I stick to it? So I made a rule for myself. And see, I realized you get all the psychological and mental training. Like we work with Andrew Miller, the trading strategist for boot camp students. We work with Andrew, and he was trying to train my brain in different stuff. And finally, at the end of it, you look at him, he's like, you know what? You're a fucking animal. Like, because everything he'd tell me, I would throw it out the window. He said, why would you do that? And that I don't care. Like,
this is who I am.
It's bad. Like, I was literally couldn't change. And so what I did for a person like me is I need to feel the pain in some manner. So now I have so at Hedge Fund, we have 3 managers, Peter, Chaim, and Geoff. And they're monitoring the risk in all our trading 24 hours a day. So I feel, listen, I want you to take out $5 for my equity max loss out of my account and put it in the general pool for somebody. Award if every single time I buy high of day or low of day. So I'm already, it's 2000, January 18th, I'm already like $100 in the hole.
6 years for the year, bro.
So, but every time the thing is, it's important. Every time I do it, I think about the $5. And now, maybe we should increase, kind of working a little bit, maybe we should increase it to $20. Because at that point,
you're paying commission plus $20.
Commission plus $20. And if I buy the high of the day, I'm really going to get dinged. And sometimes that's got to do it. I tried everything. I'm a human being. I have fault. I need to find a way to limit my personal risk, my mental risk, with some structure around me. That's what I'm going to do now. It's every time I do this, I'm going to pay the piper. And then I put money in an account for, one of my good students, and, probably by then there's $5,000 in my account for one of my good students, and we have a lot of military guys, a lot of, special people that can use money rather than me pissing it away buying high of days. So it started already kind of helping a little bit because it's on the back of my mind. Those are, that's my big goal for the year is, not to do that. And then the second part is slowly. He's really good at it. I'm not, which is increase position sizing. So one of the reasons that I actually trade a lot is I tend to keep positions small. And the reason I like to do that is because if your position sizing is too big, it causes a lot of emotional stress. And then you need to stop out or get out of the position.
You end up trading money, not the pattern.
You trade the money, not the pattern. You always early. But on the other side, you know, to make really, really big money, you need to trade big. So the second part, what I want to do is once I, you know, catch a good group, and I've been in a good group for the last month, is start to increase my position sizing. And, you know, so I've come up with kind of a formula that would allow me to do that without getting too stressed. So, you know, I'm going to be doing is like, you know, if profitable 4 out of 5 days a week, and then I limited my over terms high of day or low of the day, then I will add 10 risks trades every week I do that. So, you know, over time, it could be a few months. Maybe I'll double my position size. And a few more months after that, I'll double my position size again. And, you know, that I'm going to do it. So, like, how did you do it? Like, yeah, you do like 10, 20 shares and stuff sometimes. Like, how did you get to that type of position sizing?
I mean, my portfolio that I teach in FUS 4 originally when I started FUS 4 like 2009 when I started that TV. Only trade 10% of your portfolio. So based on whatever your portfolio is, trade 10%. For you, you kind of have a different account theories because you trade on marginal, like with
I believe in all in, balls deep.
My
personal account, of course.
Is swing trading. So you know, I'm holding overnight. A lot of those brokers you won't be able to hold overnight with a lot of leverage, only like 2 to 1. So swing trading, you know, it's a little bit different. It was 10%. You know, I was trading with the account. I just took out about half of that for a potential down payment on a house. So at that point, I was, you know, trading 10%, more like 10 to 20%, way more. I was trading 2,000 shares of bought at $120 per share. So, you know, additions. But you can take that leverage and utilize it rather than when you're swing trading. You know, you want to manage that risk and not have one going back.
Yeah, I never hold a margin.
Yeah. So trading, using leverage can definitely benefit you. But if you're swing trading, you want to diversify. You know, sometimes if the market's in a really position where there's a lot of great patterns, I'll be holding, you know, sometimes 12 stocks at a time.
Yep.
All swing trades. So at that point, that's when I divvy up my money with cash. I have a little bit on margin, but I'm, you know, mostly in cash because I'm holding overnight. These are swing trades rather than having all this money on margin. But really, it's just basically it was just continually. Well, why it's different for me and you because as we count, like percent of 10%
size.
Yeah. So
okay. Yeah, I will always probably keep my account fairly similar and just keep using my position size. Leverage is a killer if you don't know what you're doing because it can blow up your whole life in a day. And so leverage has to be used in a very artful and scientific way and that there's specific scenarios you can enact and the real push of buying our margin, but only in certain scenarios. Otherwise, if you don't use the power and that privilege, you know, having margin and leverage is a privilege, not a right. If you don't know how to use it, you'll just blow up your whole account in a second. I've seen, I don't even know, probably 50 to 100 people over the years blow up their whole trading account their first day of trading.
Yeah.
You know, people that are on the streets, in webinars, you know, all different types of stuff. I mean, literally 50 to 100 lose their whole on their first day. And so, you know, it is really, it's a really tricky situation. That's why you're really educated in when to use it and stuff like that. But there is a time and place for it. So, you know, those are some of my goals 2015. On a business side, you know, I have goals in terms of, you know, we're finishing out our charting software program. It'll be like stock charts, free stock charts or TC.
I'm definitely looking forward to getting that.
So that's my big goal for 2015. already like halfway done. I'm probably maybe 30 days going in the next 60 days to get that. That's, and then the second part to turn my class to more virtual 3D interactive class.
Get Oculus Rift.
Yes, and so like I do all the classes live, and it's like this, and there's a screen share, and we met a technology company out of Las Vegas that they make like literally like these 3 interactive classes for anything. And so I went there and found out, can you do this for trading? And it's awesome. It's like literally on your computer screen, you have like a male walking around on your computer screen talking to you. Hey, what's up?
Green screen or something.
Hey, what's up, yo? I'm talking. I don't even know. I'll be talking, and I'll be walking around on your computer screen. And then while I'm giving the lesson, so I have a screen there. I'm giving the lesson. It will be asking the students questions live, so that you can figure out like how well they're absorb information. And so you may take it on a different answer if not getting it in terms of explaining it a different way. So I think that's really a cool concept that I'm trying to get into. So those are like kind of my big goals. And then really my, last one is just, more turning over the day-to-day of our company to Beth. Is much better at it than I am. So you would never know, like you hear I'm a true entrepreneur. This is I don't even know how many businesses I've had over the years, 7, 8 different businesses, been successful. I'm a great entrepreneur, but I suck at operations.
It's tough, man, especially when you're doing I've been working on my own for years. I hired Roberto's over here. He's been with us in Costa Rica.
The mad fat shit killer.
He's been for us, taking so much weight off my shoulders. So I'm focused on the trading aspects of things. And customers have been dealing with the same questions for 10 years, so my patience is very low. Like, somebody was asking a stupid question on Instagram the other day, but they were being very condescending about it. So I kind of was being a dickhead back to them.
You don't like that?
Yeah, I could have been a much nicer person to him. But I've heard it a few times he was rude. So if somebody says anything rude to me, I'm instantly comment, block them, or am not nice to them. So it's good to have somebody help me to be a lot more these questions that a lot of times either I don't have time to answer or I'm just so burnt out on these questions I've been doing on my own. So it's been such a big relief that I actually just launched a new site. It's today, for any website we've been working on for months. We spent about 20 grand on it with a really cool company that we're working with. It's a much user-friendly website that we built. Looks great.
It is.
Yeah, so we're really happy with the website.
Once I saw his website, I actually had to redo my website because
the same people that we got.
I the same. I get it, man. None of the cool look website. Yeah.
So definitely,
I totally hear you on the customer service thing too, man. Yeah. We have 13 employees, and they all train. I mean, we're a customer service company. It's just me personally. Sometimes, I'm bad at stuff like I get phones and stuff from students. Like I talk to students all day. I just hate email. But we're a customer service company, so it's like my guys are trained into trading, customer service. That's our mantra, but it can be really frustrating on all sides because the customer doesn't really know. Most people are talking because they never really entered trading or in the trader. They don't know the lingo, and then we're always tight. Such an emotional roller coaster that you want to kill yourself. And so then somebody asks you a question.
After year, you're having the best time of your lives.
Mark Murphy guy said the grammar of my website. I just jumped at it. I mean, yeah, I know the website, but I'm not a professional speller.
I'm a stock trader.
I'm a stock trader.
But I'm here to make money.
It makes a point, but after a long day, like those type of things happen. It's like trading makes you crazy sometimes.
Yeah,
it really does make you crazy.
No, yeah, but it's I can't really think of anything else that I would like. it's a very fun. There's so much freedom involved with trading, and you make money. You know, killer days like, hey, $500 today in a couple hours. It's like there's really nothing you can do better than that. And you know, we're out here in Cartagena.
Cartagena.
We did this private pool in our background right here. We're just a really cool place in Moros, which is north of here. We had a beautiful panoramic view at Condo. We just got to this place today, and you know, we're out here. And you can only do it for a couple hours a day. And you can make thousands and thousands of dollars. That's what's possible to traders. Sometimes you don't make that much money in a month, but overall, if you stick with it and after the system works, there is a money made, and you can do it from anywhere in the world. So it's a fantastic job to really stick with and learn a system that works for you.
Let's answer questions here and see what everybody's going on. So a couple people have asked for you, Cameron. What a few of them. What's like the minimum size? You do like kind of a combo of a swing day trade kind of thing, like a 50-50. Sometimes your swing trade and the day trades if it's super hot.
Yeah.
And you know, you do a little bit of. So what is like a good starting point for people?
Yeah, that's another thing. A lot of guys was asking me today. He's like, "Do you need to learn and tell us if it's going to be a day trade or a swing trade?" And I really don't know. You know, every item that I could be potentially, a swing trade or a day. It really just depends on price action, how I'm feeling about the stock that day. If the stock is completely crazy, or if it's on a daily, the daily chart looks very good. So it's kind of hard to decide if it's going to be a day trade or a swing trade. It's always good to be taking profits as the stock goes up. So a lot of it will partially about losing a day trade. Sometimes you do a swing. As far as getting started with an account day trade, as far as what we sell at the hedge fund, it's minimum $2,500 to start, and you just day trade for the first 2 hours with the food score strategy, especially food score 2 right in there. All day trading strategies that are implemented into the original strategy of trading. So you can really just day trade with $2,500, which averages you to $25,000. And I'm not really sure what the leverage on that is for night holding, especially if you only have $2,500. But if you're going to be solely swinging, you're going to want at least $10,000 in your account so you can diversify the account properly and still be able to make money without commissions burning you up and be able to swing trade. But really, this market that we are in, a lot of my trades are more trade swing trades.
Yep.
A lot of them are based on straight patterns, but I always end up taking prices and just like, I see that money and I want to get out, and it's very difficult swing trade sometimes because the money's so volatile. So you want to lock that profit when you have it, because a lot of times you can just like that give it back. So you want to be locking gains.
So Andrew, click hedge fund. So our hedge fund is, people in with the $2,500 or $5,000 cash packages, and then trade inside our account. Okay, and what we use is we capital our students. So, like for example, Cameron had a trader inside Click that was his strategy, and he was profitable, say, on average 3 out of 5 days a week, and he was doing it for a few weeks in a row. We'd start monitoring him and say, okay, let's give this guy more cash to trade. And what would happen is somebody is profitable for, say, a couple months now. Have a small account. It doesn't matter how much. They're making $50, $100 a day. They're consistently profitable, and they're showing good habits and risk management. We'll approach them and say, you know what? Give me 20%. Give me 20% of your profits. I will give you $50,000 or $100,000 capital. Where the risk is on me, I'm going to absorb your losses, and we are to work as a team. So I will monitor your risk. I will coach you up when you need it, and in exchange for profits. But I will, most importantly, provide you proprietary tools and capital and the best commission structure, the best routing that only professional hedge managers would have, the stuff that I use, I'm giving it to you, and we'll do a profit there. And so that's, kind of how we work our hedge fund. Is it's an incubator hedge fund built to help traders risk management by restricting how much shares they can trade, how much money they can lose, and then over time we start to expand it as they have the right to more size and trade better, and coaching them along it. And as doing that, then giving them capital, they can develop the trader they need to be. If you consistently lose every day, that's not the type of trader that I would be giving more capital to. That would be something that we would be putting into the education program. So like at ClickFund, we do 3 webinars a week in the middle of the day that Mary Beth does. And you have to go through that process of getting recoached. And so you come in the webinar, she's going to coach you. You ask, any questions as you need, and you go through there. Marianne, there's an actual question and answer box. You probably should have been in the section, so nobody got. This ain't France. We're moved. There is literally like a question and answer box. I've been reading questions from there. So Chris's question, do you guys with any algos? Algos and very specific technology built into a trading platform to help our traders route trades into that nature. Beyond that, in terms of really quantitative type of trading, I'm not a believer in it. I've never really seen anybody special money every day. There's little money, like tens of millions of dollars, and then they use leverage and they extract, a penny here, pair. The algos are not that really good.
I think it's all crap. Unless you're hedging a lot of algos, like the big hedge funds that are managing millions and millions of dollars. They're making money off of any movements that are going on. So it's a very difficult thing to do. I've never heard of a trader that trade the account size that we have.
Yeah.
With any kind of algorithm.
So a lot of people have asked Fusa. We're just gonna have to answer once. Is girls? You are a notorious. I guess would be a word for it. Yeah. Lothario would be an understatement. So, what do you think about them in this video? They're so nice. We meet on the street. We just say hi. They take us out to dinner and shit. It's amazing.
The women here are absolutely. It's funny that we actually were coming down here and I met a girl and it's
so hot.
She's beautiful. She's one of the girls that came in and all of a sudden, like a week before we come down, we're supposed to take love at first sight with some guy. So I was worried about that. I thought I had it set out to meet this beautiful girl. And then actually, I met another girl today. She actually came over today and said what's up with her cousin. She's got a friend, so I don't really know what coming over, but she's been very nice. She showed us a lot of restaurant ideas, places to go eat and everything. We met up with a Danish girl that night that I met off of Tinder. So, the
Tinder's up and down here. The Tinder's up and down here.
There's girls go meet. A place like this, when you go out, there's prostitutes running around all over. You really don't know when you just see a girl. A lot of the pretty girls you see are prostitutes. You're like, is this?
You gotta really ask. Yes.
Or
hello.
It's a prostitute. It's kind of different when you're in the real country. So,
you never know.
But yeah, we've met a lot of beautiful girls down here.
Yesterday we met this chick that was missing, and she literally she was the hottest girl I've ever seen. Like, she was literally missing an eye. She had an eye patch on, and so hot. She was so hot.
She was beautiful. I like her. She was the Danish girls. Gonna do that.
It was really cool. So, Marian, I didn't see your exact question. The Feds are taking, what effect does that have on my trading? Marianne, we already saw it. That's what there's all that means is that there is more volatility in the market. There'll be more volatility in the market. There's going to be wilder swings. And so you have to cut your position size for bigger gains, and looser stops and things of that nature. But you're not going to necessarily change much. Like, it just makes things more volatile. And remember that whether the market's up or down, we're going to make money. And actually, if the market tanks, we're going to make even more money if the market goes up. The question is just, can we handle volatility? In the beginning of 2014, 2015, I know the volatility so well. I was going in like these monster position sizes, and then boom, like I had 1,000 shares of it. It dropped $3 candle. We were like, oh, like the spread on it was 60 cents because it's so volatility. So that was very tricky. Then after that, right, you adapt. I was trading 300, 400 shares, and then going before I'd go for maybe a 50 cent. I go for $2 sometimes while I'm spending
on that long and short.
Nick Schumacher, email Robert. You want a discount at Foose Alerts? Robert will get you something.
RobertFooseAlerts.com.
Roberto.
Over here on his laptop. Hacking away. Are you in chat, Robert?
My name is Roberto. Anybody else got any questions? Complaining stuff about they just had it's like our internet just needed to get in.
Sometimes it's fine, and then
it is. It's weird.
It's choppy.
Let's see a couple more questions. Hey, Michael Payne. Yeah. A class is a lot easier. So this type of webinar streaming, it takes up a lot of bandwidth. You're like in boot camp class because it's using slides. You can have like the shittiest internet in the history of the world, and it runs fine. But we have a hotspot now. We'll be coming, on our way back, and it just happened to be that this type of our setting just requires a lot more bandwidth. GoToWebinar, you can run GoToWebinar on the crappiest internet. I run GoToWebinar with like 1,000 people on my webinar off my phone. Phone internet just tethered in on 3G, and it's like totally fine.
The webinar on air, this is Google Hangouts in general. This isn't that great. Surprising.
What's a good starting point in the way of hardware, software, lighting, and Falcon system? I don't think you need to get that key with like your hardware, software. It's like this incredible Lamborghini trading rig. I mean, it's 6 monitors, like work. I think that, and it is helpful. It is really cool. You can get 16 gigs of RAM and a nice Windows 7. Windows 7 seems a little bit less buggy. 16 gigs of RAM, Windows 7, and the ability to connect a couple years. You're in the ball game of what you're going to need.
Yeah, definitely start out if you want more monitors later. Start with 2. That's how I kind of started. Was just 2 monitors, and then I was like, I want 4, and I want 6. So it's just I like it, but doesn't mean I necessarily need it. I hear 2 monitors. Columbia was still able to make a lot of money. It's just personal preference. I know that's kind of a laptop with no extra monitors, so. You really just kind of feel it out for what yourself.
I think you need more stuff too. When you're trading, it seems like you need more stuff than when you're swing trade. Plus, I can swing trade and make 30-40% a year, like off my freaking phone. Swing trading is so easy.
So you can find that pattern at the right out.
Buy, set your stop, set a target. I can swing trade so deep, like it's like so no stress.
Sometimes it's
so deep. There's so much money.
Yes. Sometimes my biggest trades are swing trades.
Yeah, hit them every blue moon.
Yeah, I mean, like March or last year, I made like $3,000 because there was a lot of swing trades going on. But the rest of the year, it wasn't any big swing trades. It was all this happening in the way trades. Really only 1 month or most of the year that were really good swing opportunities.
Hey, Oscar, I'll give you when I get back on. I saw your email that you watched today. I'll give you a call when I get back in town. We'll talk about your what you should do while you're finishing up high school. I graduated in May. I'll give you a little program to go through. No, so Camilla, that's a lot of people think that. Camilla says, "Man, you guys make thousands in minutes. Do you guys trade with $1 million in buying power?" And that's not true. Like today, Cameron had 10,000 shares of a $2 stock, and that's where he made a good chunk of his profits.
Yeah, it's 10,000 shares at 1 year, so that's $1,000 that I used on that stock. I made almost $4,000 on that stock alone today. So, I know you guys don't want that money, but a lot of people will look at it as I put and say like, yeah, but how much money you're trading with? But that really doesn't matter because I started where you guys are going to start now. I started out 6 years ago and I lost it 3 years ago. Trying to put money back in.
Yeah.
I think so a lot of people compare it and think, oh, it's because I don't have that much money, I'm not going to make that. Yeah, I've been doing this for 10 years. This is a profession. I've been doing this for a long time. So everybody that's got to start at the beginning, found out and really learn before you're going to get to that point. Start as baby steps. You may not make as much money that I post on the internet saying this is what I made. You're going to make potentially $1,000.
You got to go.
You got
$5,000 and do it $10,000. Once I always tell my students, put your account $100 at a time. Once you get to 2,000. Trading live with the $10,000 account, you have 100,000 in bar. You can predict whatever you want.
Yeah.
You'll be able to hold a position, be a little less stress if you lose $500 or something like that. But that's where you need to go, is at least that amount of money. And to do that, you have to grind your way. It could be $50 at a time or $100 at a time. And it's you could never get there, but if you really think about making $100 every day for a few months,
it's a lot of money.
Guess what? That's $6,000. Like, it's a lot of money. And $100 is a relatively small account, $2,500 account. But you got to grow it. You got to grow it and get to 10 and 15. That's when you'll have more opportunities available where you can get bigger position size and have days. But you'll get there. It's just a matter of patience. You got to look at the long term. But his whole life to trade. He's 30 years old. He's been doing this since he's a teenager. I'm 33 years old. I've been doing this since I'm a teenager. I never thought when I was a teenager, 15 years later, talking about this, and here you are. And so you've got to really take the long term of this and say, hey.
Yes, the long term. A lot of people, are so anxious to make money today that they get way too caught up in the fantasy of it, where they actually really understand what trading is about and really learning it. So it's really a long-term thing, trading. So don't don't compare yourself to what I'm making. Look at it as percentage-wise rather than what I made on the trade, as opposed to what I actually made dollar amount. So if you do this on your account, you're still performing just as well as I am.
It'll grow in time.
You're making a smaller amount of money because you get smaller account, but more so percentages rather than comparing like, oh man, but you made 4,000 today, I only made 400. It still doesn't matter. You have to do it relatively to what your account size is rather than compare yourself to what other people their account size is.
So Mr. Sharp has a question about what sector you guys focusing on now. Well, there's some we're focused on that are freaking fucking terrible, and then there's some sectors that we're focusing on that are amazing. And so we'll go into it. Is that oil is in play due to the huge downtrend in oil, minor downtrend, generational type downtrend. Not generational, but once every 5 years, once every 10 years, you start to see these. Does it? We don't necessarily know. You'll never know.
And oil since
Costa Rica, this was the bottom in oil, and it didn't bottom.
that was when we were trading stock every day. People would be like, "What are you looking at?" I'm like, "Gee, it was at like $8 to $10, $12 at the time. Now that stock's at $3.
$2.
Yeah. Just,
At $8, we're like, holy crap! GPU's $30. Like we've got a bounce thing.
Yeah.
You can't go lower, and then boom, like $5 more from there. BP was in a 1/4. I mean, it gets cut in a quarter. So we've been trading oil. It's very tricky to bounce. We've been short a lot of in oil and then shorting the stocks in terms of the bear flags. I tried to bounce oil for a couple times.
It's not easy.
It's very hard to catch bottom.
A lot of overnight vol with futures, which is screwing up there. So it kind of looks good on potentially daily chart. You're like, oh, this looks good. Like, so it looks like a bounce pattern. Then next, you wake up and you're down 2%, completely wipes out the PA or technical analysis of the pattern. It's very difficult to trade. Like, I'm in an oil stock right now, SN. It's in a food cycle pattern that you traded as well. It made us, what do you make, like $1,000 on it or something? So it's a good path that I'm still in now, but again, oil futures could, collapse overnight just on based off any kind of, so TA very difficult, but it's very oversold. It's going to bounce at some point. It's a matter of, you can never tell. And
that's why the most powerful moves are always in the contrary within the trend.
Yeah.
Right? When you have an uptrend, it's so easy to catch bounces and breakouts because you're right with the wind that you're burning. That's why we're all, trend traders, momentum traders.
Right now we're trading against the trend because it's in a bearish trend, trying to counter
so
that trend.
It's hard.
At the bottom, but when you don't hit the bottom, it just keeps dropping. We're trying to hit that bounce, and fuck. And then what is gold? Gold's
I'd be up 30 G's this month in traded LNCO 5 different times.
But I only hit gold stock NV that we bought at about $1. The other day at like 28. It was up as high as 40. So we got 40% red. But I sold, I sold all the way from 112, 115, 120. Up was about 1 today. So we made a nice map, probably about close to $45,000 a swing trade. But that was really the only one I played. I tried to short SBGL today, which is a gold stock that's been.
Me too. We shorted too low.
Yeah, I short the breakdown of 11, and then it spiked up over 11.
That was a bit short.
Was
low short equals loss. You know what? He shorted a day, then I shorted a day, and then I'm like, man, we're both looking like and they're like, let's just cover this thing. I hate gold stocks. Some other sectors that are in place, gold are showing long-term bottoming formations after a big downtrend. Whether they'll ever get back to the highs that were previously at, I don't know. I doubt. But in the meantime, you may get a run in 2015. Remember that like kind of the shittiest sectors one year become sectors in the next year. Everybody always thinks they see a hot stock that is just going to keep going forever. But like 3D stocks, everybody thought that was like the next thing, and then now they're all back down to like and silver were like the crappiest traders ever, and then now they've got in there most volatile ones.
Yeah.
They're hard to because gaps.
It's the future gap, really. You're trading a commodity stock, so you're based entire technical analysis stock pattern, but
underlying
factor of what oil is doing based off that can completely change up the whole entire game. And all those commodity stocks, especially when they get volatile, have pretty big gap over and down on futures, so it's tough to those trades. It doesn't go your way.
I hate gold and silver, man. It gives me so much burn. I really.
It's not fun.
Trading capital, mental capital. Capital is more important than your trading capital. When you blow your capital, you always make a run in all stocks because you're so tired. Gold and silver, gas, and then they give me heartburn, and then they give me stress, and then they give me depression.
Yeah.
That's like the cycle of what happened in gold and silver. But they look so hot now.
It's the cycle trying to hit the pattern and it doesn't work out. And you see the pattern and you try to hit it, doesn't work out. And you hit the pattern, doesn't work out. And then by the time it hits, you're so depressed, so overwhelmed from the pattern that it just you're depressed because you're watching the rip. And you
what I noticed about all these commodities is why they're awesome, but they go against human nature. Is that if you buy them on spikes, if you buy them on strength, they fade you, and then when you the big spikes down, the flushes, those are buying opportunities. That's where they ran. But when you see a big spike down, mentally, the stuff really weak because you're looking at the short term, what's happened the last 20 minutes, and so you bail out, and then it ramps, and then you chase it. Yeah. You chase it, and you buy it high because you see strength because the stock is going up. Yeah, this is going up. You have strength, relative strength, whatever you want to call it. So you buy it, but commodities buy high, they dump back down, and you got it low on support, and then sell the spikes. And that goes against all human beings, right? Humans,
you're playing counter trends.
Only buy what's hot. We only want to buy the hottest clothes and watch the hottest movies and the hottest cars. We want what everybody wants, right? That's the nature of the world. Commodity stocks, when they go, we all rush into them. Yeah. They poof, poof. They spike down and you sell, and then they bounce. They have to do the opposite of whatever your brain says. Hey, you know, Jesse, those aren't some bad stocks to keep on your watch list, Mr. Markowitz. So, boom, 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 boom. Anybody have any questions? XU, you know, I think the 3X ETFs are great trading, but you can't really swing trade those. Because of the time decay, that 3X leverage on an ETF means that you have options and swaps to mimic the returns of the SPY at a 3X level have an inherent time decay on them. So they all go to zero. That's why they always reverse split each other. You got anything else to say?
Just you know, come check us out if you're interested. Not either of our students yet. You know, both of us we're in help. You know, been doing this 10 years now. For me, it's difficult because I didn't have some set training program through or rules to follow to actually become successful. Really, it's just in trading. You need to find some kind of educational process, whether it be through me or without. Something that you know very well that you go through their training program. There's a lot of different things to go through, but you know, not going to sit here and say that mine's the best, Canal's the best, but I'll tell you, you have some sort of educational program if you really want to trade and have a system followed to really get good at it.
Hey, Camilo, so do you guys trade what's hot on Twitter? What we trade becomes hot on Twitter. You know, so it's where I don't search for Twitter, you know, to look for what's hot. You know, I make the stuff hot. No, just kidding. I mean, you know, I already know what's hot. You know, I have, you know, my own looking at it. Usually, we'll be the first ones talking about these stocks, you know, before they're hot.
Yeah, I like Twitter. For me, Twitter is mainly a tool to get the word out about my business. I like Twitter, but a lot of it is just, you know, people trying to talk by posting it on there. You know, I'll post ideas on Twitter all the time as well. But, you know, it's just an area where we can talk about stocks, and when people talk about stocks, might influence stuff. But, you know, Twitter is making they just come in hot over here. To, you know, promote people, let them know what I do about credit, help people, and get them into a profitable.
So guys, I have my email in. If you have any questions that I missed, the chat scroll so fast. Roberto, the big Guso, he's put in his email. So if you guys have any questions with him, we apologize about the internet. Do something over here. kind of
Something to keep
our
guys
lessons.
entertained, though.
We don't do anything with options. Options are just such a pain to learn.
I've never even traded an option.
I know, like, I know zero good options traders. You know, thousands of traders, but I don't believe options. I tried. You know, I've tried options, Mr. Holland. I don't know why I hostile today, but I tried options a dozen times. I'm not smart enough for my thing. You know, the math is too crazy on.
There's so much involved. There's ways you can set it up where you're, presenting yourself a risk, but when you put money into an option, you're risking entire capital. If you put $3,000 into an option trade, if it doesn't work out, you look at your stop, that $3,000 is gone. It can be in an instant trading an equity position. You lose 10, you just lose 10%. You move on to another position. Options are extremely risky. There's all that risk for your reward. But you're playing with fire, you're playing with thoughts. I don't recommend it to anybody. I don't know any profitable options traders either, really. So it's very difficult. Very few people make a long of doing it, especially people that are dealing with the kind of money that we are. I'm sure there's people at finance firms, really people with some money that make money. But people that work in and people with smaller accounts, you're going to have a very good time consistently making money in trades.
Hey, Dylan, man, I would say out of all the tools I used, TC2000 is probably the one tool that I've had for a decade. I have for myself because I'm used to it.
I love TC2000.
It's my favorite tool. It's the only one that I would say I can't get rid of. But the idea is it's bad because, it's nice to have.
I just like look at top games and
yeah,
but
I can do that.
I can do that on
broker. You can do it on Dash Trader.
Still have it.
Hey, Bradley, the video will be on YouTube. And I'm sure to email to all you guys too. I'll get an email out to you guys tomorrow with the links or just the video code. Or I don't know how they embed them into emails, but I'll make sure you get it.
You're a music guy, bro.
There's a lot of so we're gonna get a little dance today.
Do a little something exciting.
We're gonna dance. What's gonna do is white man dance. All right, later, folks. You guys. Hey, sorry about the audio, but that's like Colombia. Cartagena. Adios, folks.
Deuces.